All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Benalfi. We do have some active weather tonight beginning to develop here across central Florida. So again, we are watching some active weather here developing across the northern reaches of our viewing area that will continue to build southward. In fact, let me go ahead and switch it on over here real quickly just to kind of give everybody a heads up as to what's going on and what could potentially be moving in here as we go through the next few hours. So there is a look now at the showers and the storms beginning to develop here on into the northern reaches of our viewing area. Live, this is the Jacksonville radar, by the way, that we are using right now, and it's starting to pick up there through Gainesville, Chiefland, getting ready to move on into Marion County. Showers and storms getting ready to pick up here through Flagler County. There's Marineland, there's Palm Coast. So again, we're going to be hearing some thunder tonight. We haven't heard that in a while, but more importantly, it's not going to take a whole lot to produce a lot of wind. We've got these strong gusty winds out there right now, and as these storms continue to kind of funnel on in here over the next couple of hours, because they don't appear to be weakening that much, the winds are going to be pretty brisk out there, to say the least. So if you've been doing that social distancing thing out by the pool in the backyard, you may want to grab a few of the lighter plastic chairs and just kind of maybe put them in the garage or something like that, because there's a decent amount of lightning. In fact, I'm looking at my lightning counter off to my left, and it's actually been going up here since about 6:30, about 125 lightning strikes now. Usually when lightning strikes go up, that means the storms are getting stronger or they're becoming more frequent, and that's clearly what's going on. So that is a look at the radar from West 2. You can see a pretty good looking line of showers and thunderstorms bouncing on in there. Looks like one of my executive producers may be calling me right now. Let that slide for now. Let me go ahead and finish this here with you guys. Take a look at what's going on. So there's a look at Citra, Williston, over towards Salt Springs. Right now, some pretty good showers and some thunderstorms. These are going to drop southeastward into northern Marion County. Then as we work our way off to the east, look at how quickly this shower and storm has developed here right over Bunnell. Not seeing any hail in any of these storms tonight, so that's good. But the rain rate has been pretty impressive here. Although moving at about 40 to 50 miles an hour. So it's not going to last long, but that's the bottom line. Courtney Bushman, you are welcome, just doing my job. Again, so storms getting ready to roll into northern Marion County. There's Palatka, there's Shell Bluff, there's Crescent Beach. Pretty good line of showers and storms north of you. A few more showers now beginning to redevelop here over towards the villages. Waresdale, Leesburg. Now these are all going to continue to drop southward. Tara, good to see you. Adair, Touch the Geek, good to have you there. So you can see even into Polk County now, rain is beginning to develop and quickly spread off towards Orange County. So again, we want you guys to be prepared for that. Haven't had rain in a while, but more importantly, we need the rain, but there's going to be a whole lot of wind coming. And let's see, moving in. My neighbors are asking me if I need to bring in my stuff, so I'm telling them yes. Rain moving in. Hope you have outdoor stuff inside. Let's see. There we go. All right, so boom. There's that. Now I've got a voicemail, so you can tell the storms are coming in when the phones are lighting up right there. All right, so there's a look at Leesburg. Again, the heavier stuff. We look at the Jacksonville radar. We had multiple tornado warnings. That's good. He's fine. That's fine. That's we can let that one go. All right. So there's we had multiple tornado warnings a short time ago. This cell right here actually was tornado warned there near Ponte Vedra. We take a look down at the velocity product here. I kind of break this down here and take a look at that. Oops. Let me do this here real quick. I'm going to kind of dissect this line to see if there's anything interesting going on. More of a big wind push there through Crescent Beach, and I'm looking at this just to kind of gauge what could be coming into, of course, Marineland here as we go a little bit later on. Some interesting little notches in there, but nothing definitive that looks like it's developing into a tornado or anything like that. And then you're getting really far away from the radar as you move into Citra. Then we switch it over to the Tampa Bay radar. This is what I like to do, folks, when I'm looking at this. I need the rain for my lettuce and tomato plants. Becky, you're going to get some of that. Wash away some of the pollen. Carla Dean, yep. All right, so this is the Tampa Bay radar. Again, not the most ideal of, let's see here, that's Tampa Bay right there, actually. Let's do that. So this is the Tampa Bay radar. I'm trying to go back and forth. And when we use the radar, we want to go back and forth to kind of see what's going on. So this line doesn't appear to be developing and extending farther south than east. So that's good, but this will likely catch up to that and become a main line. So that's something that we would want to watch here a little bit later on. Let's see. Damage there, up there. St. Johns County employee reports a tornado. Let's see here. EF0, 3/8 mile, lots of trees down. That's 4 miles north of the Ghana River State Park. That's in St. John's, which is up in here. South of Jacksonville, north of Marion. So again, some reports up there. Good. All right, neighbors are happy. See, people call you when weather gets active. Let's see here. Boom. All right. Good. Gotcha. All right, so let's get back to here. There's Micken. So these storms, by the way, there's a lot of lightning in here. There's Chiefland. There's Palatka. They're moving at 45 to 55 miles an hour. So that's a lot of wind, and that's the thing that we're going to have to watch here. So Williston, Citra, Anthony, Salt Springs, potentially even over towards Flagler Beach here by about 9:30. That's not this little cluster that's popped up. It's the actual main line. So that's one of the things that we're going to be watching here. And you can see how quickly everything's just developing. I mean, it's just moving so darn fast. Citra, Fellowship, Anthony, and Ocala. There's your estimated times of arrival, folks, right there. Maria, good to have you. Gary Hall, good to have you. You guys know my motto. If you're on my Facebook Live each night, sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you guys sharing these Facebook Live updates, the more people we can reach. So that's good news. No hail. Not seeing any hail reports, but again, a good deal of wind energy, kind of going back and forth between the different radars. There's a look at our EEC. There's our rainfall. You can see right in here, rain right there, about 4.5, 5 inches per hour. But remember now, these storms are moving very, very quickly here as we go through the next half hour or so, and in fact for the next few hours as it drops southward. So there's a look at it. I just did this coverage on Bunnell. Look how fast. Look at where it is. It's already on top of Bunnell over towards Flagler Beach, and then farther to the south. Here's a look at what we have. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. Look at how quickly these showers are just all starting to spring up now. These are going to shoot east here across the peninsula here as we go through the next couple of hours. So when we take a look at the RPM model, which is a little bit slow in getting the precipitation in, let's see, the newest model does appear to be picking up on it a little bit better. You can see in and out fairly quickly. Now, as far as the rainfall amounts are concerned, definitely an uptick in the rainfall amounts, which I think the models are actually finally catching on to. The land, Palm Coast, and I would say portions of Marion County as well, likely to get over half an inch of rain. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but we've had literally less than 5/100ths of an inch of rain here in most locales this month of March. So this is excellent news. Nancy, you're welcome. Elaine Gaff, just started raining in Eustis. Thanks for your accurate reports. You're welcome. Mikey Long, Karen, Herring, Isolika, you got it. So again, going to be a lot of wind. I mean, that's going to be a given here. We've seen a lot of wind out there today with no storms, and now you throw in a couple of thunderstorms on top of the whole equation, and you can easily get winds in that 40 to 50 mile an hour range. So I think that's what we're going to start to look at here in Williston here, Palatka, Crescent Beach as that main line comes on through, and then Palm Coast, Marineland. Palm Coast, you're going to miss the first big batch, but you're not going to miss this cluster right here. This is coming right at you. So it's lining up, going to come your way. Let's do a little bit of an ETA on this. Kind of just highlight that line. Again, that may be a little slow, but again, anywhere from about 8:40 to just prior to 9 o'clock, we're going to have showers and storms back towards Marineland and Palm Coast, and a couple claps of thunder. Don't think it's going to be severe, but the wind is going to be pretty good. And you might think it's a severe thunderstorm, but it'll be just a good old thunderstorm. Emily West has popped in. We're covering storms tonight for rain for Wildwood. I like Wildwood's chances, but later on, you can see how this line, the back edge is here. So if you go due east or east-southeast, it'd be something like that. I'm hoping that this fills in down in here so that folks in Bushnell, Claremont, and Orlando can get in on a main line. So that's one of the things we're going to be watching here. Pretty good thunder shower there, right over Flagler Airport, headed towards Flagler Beach. Lots of wind. And so, yeah, a lot of wind today, area-wide. In fact, let me show you the recent wind gust here at the top of the hour. Again, 25 to 40 miles an hour out of the west-southwest, and the front hasn't even arrived. These are the sustained winds. Ocala's chances for rain are very high, Stephen. Oak Hill, I like your chance for a couple rumbles of thunder. I have it on because I got another shoot. I got another cut in here coming up in about 15 minutes on live TV, just to kind of give people an update on what's going on. Yvette, good to have you. Julie Carr, how's it looking for Ocala? Julie is going to do well. You guys are going to get rain. There it is right there. So let's go ahead and do it. And it's hauling. I mean, it is moving really fast. Off towards the east-southeast at close to 55 miles an hour. So there's your estimated times of arrival for the main line. Let me do something here. I don't want to do it that. I want to do it this way because I need to adjust this. There we go. All right, so there it is right there. Boom. So 9:15, somewhere in that time frame for Ocala to be in that main line. Wind, that's my big concern. Couple rumbles of thunder. We haven't had that in quite a while, so this is going to be a rude awakening for some of us, especially in our northernmost counties, as this thing tries to kind of sweep across at least the northern half of our viewing area. Now, when you take a look at the metro areas, certainly it looks like this main line would cut off through here. But what does it do here? Does it link up with this stuff and then kind of come clear across? Let's back this radar out. This is the Tampa Bay radar. We go back and forth with all the radars. So what I'm hoping happens is this line kind of connects with this, and it becomes one line and kind of sweeps across. If that can happen, then more of us get the rain. And the more of us get the rain, it's going to help out with the pollen levels. And the big story, again, behind this whole system are the temperatures. We'll get back to the radar in a second, but I want to show you the benefits of this front coming in. 54 in Ocala, 62 in Orlando, and then check out these highs. High temperatures tomorrow are going to be around 70 in Palm Coast, 77 in Orlando. Jules, take that rain. Jimmy Chan, good to have you. Elaine, we need this rain. Joanne, yes, you were in my hometown. There you go. There you go. And then the 7-day forecast, this is the cool thing about all of this, is that it's going to hang around for a while. I mean, the cooler weather is sticking around through the upcoming weekend. 50s by night, and 80s by day. That's pretty good. So there you go. Bring my people some rain. Not anymore. Emily, can't wait for the cooler weather. Diana, New Yorican, she's happy, so very happy, so very happy. She's so very happy. All right, so that's a look there. All right, Sammy Joy's in the house. Anything for Southern Brevard? I think the farther south you go, the lower your chances are for decent rainfall. I think the good stuff, unfortunately, is going to kind of click in this territory right here. I think they'll be more scattered through here, 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 here. So I think the better rains are going to be here. And the reason why I say that is because you look at this main line. There's not a whole lot with this main line west of Cedar Key, unless this can fill in and then come across this way. I'm not sure that that's going to happen, but you can see this thing's trying to bring in moisture off of the Gulf. So at least it's trying to do that. But the main energy is certainly going to be Marion, northern Volusia, and Flagler counties. You guys are going to do well in the rainfall totals tonight. Again, we've had a lot of severe weather up north. Haven't had any warnings here in a while, so that's good news. We're losing the daytime heating here, but there's still a good deal of thunder and lightning. We've got 172 lightning strikes up here in this main band, so that's pretty healthy for this time of the night there. So that's at least some good news right there. Let's see what time I'm coming. It's 8:14, so I got to keep an eye on my time here. All right, let me re-rack this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set this up like I'm doing not my Facebook Live, but like I'm doing my cuttings. I've got to cut in right around 8:15 on Wesh here. Emily Wesh, you're welcome. Ben Cox, you're welcome. Looking promising, the dust. Oh, I know, man. It's incredible how much junk is on my car. So I'm going to put a little question mark in here. I'm going to save that, then I get back to this main line. So I put that question mark in there because I'm hoping that whole line is going to fill in so that we can get more people to get in that decent rainfall there south of Marion, Flagler, and Volusia County. So this is a good-looking line right in here. And it's kind of doing something like this, east to east, southeast at about 55 miles an hour. So there you go. Let's do this. There's Citra. Oh, I hate it when it takes out the cities. Let me do it this way. Why does it do that? So there's Citra, Williston. Let's do this. 55. There we go. Nice. Love it. Nice. So that's that. Let's shoot back east. So we got that. And then we got that. So Port Orange. Port Orange will get a little bit of rain, but it really looks like, based on what I'm seeing here, folks, that the worst of it is going to be north of Waresdale, DeLand, New Smyrna Beach. But we'll watch the trends. And that's kind of what we're going to do here. You can see this is dropping off towards the east-southeast. Boom. There's boom right there. Let me do this. Pull this back over here. I'm going to save that like that. Melbourne not as promising, unfortunately, as I was telling folks here just a couple minutes ago. So there's Marineland, Palm Coast. What I want to do here is I want to kind of hone in on this area there, Palatka. So that's some pretty good rain. And this sucker is moving east to east, southeast, close to 55 miles an hour. So this puppy's moving, as we like to say. Again, it doesn't look severe, but the winds are pretty strong. I mean, that's the thing. And look how quick. Look at all these showers here. Look at this whole little crop popping up. And these are all developing and quickly moving off towards the east, maybe the east-northeast. So that's what we're watching. Got this one big band here. That's going to be off here in a second. Then we've got that right there. And then if I go south into Brevard County, there are a few showers there along I-4 in Polk County. But notice how Brevard right now, for the most part, is fairly quiet. So you're gonna get some good rain and wind, Francis. I'm not worried about tornadoes or anything. I just think that the worst of the action is just went by to your north. There was a tornado warning. I'm not sure if you saw that in and around St. Augustine here just about half an hour ago. So there you go. Bill Bradley, rain from Mount Dora. Mount Dora, you're going to get a little bit of rain, yes. But the heavier stuff, as you guys can clearly see, is, I think, going to focus right in this area. Notice how that is drifting. I think this area is going to do okay. I think that's where this main line is going to come on through. I don't know that it's going to build off towards the south and the west. That's a pretty good looking cell right there. But what was hoping to see is this thing develop more towards the west-southwest. There's a couple chunks of rain trying to develop. There's the Tampa Bay radar. So again, I'm trying to get this to link up with that. The farther this can link up and the farther southwest can go, that means a better rain chance for folks south of the main band. So that's kind of what I'm hinging my bets on right there. Geely, Piaggio, Elliot Thompson, Nadia Lambert, Katie Ham, Ormond by the Sea. Yes, absolutely. You're going to get some rain. Sammy Joy, good to go. Yep, appreciate you popping in. And thanks for sharing the Facebook Live feed tonight, folks, as we try to get everybody in the weather know. So there's the main line. And one of the things you have to watch, sometimes when you get these little bends right like that, these little bows, they can produce some pretty good winds. So that's one of the things that we're going to want to watch here as this line kind of builds off towards the south. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do something like this. So this line is moving off towards the east side, and it's moving quick. So there you go. There's Shell Bluff, Palm Coast, Bunnell, and on into Flagler Beach. For my buddies up there, Diana, good to have you. Cole, ooh, yeah. Jennifer Richter Murray, Kent 4-4. Daniel Watkins, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Yep, getting close to my time right there for sure. These guys will holler in my ear, no doubt about that. So I want to kind of set this up and make sure my thing is. I'm going to jump off here in just a couple minutes, but I'll come back. I'm going to do a live cut-in on West 2 here. Watching that wind in Ocala, look at that, 37 miles an hour with that approaching line of thunderstorms there. And you can see miles have been a little bit too slow with the energy tonight. But the one thing that they did do is up the rainfall total. I'm not sure if you guys had the chance to see this and when I did it my first go-round. A couple pockets now of a half an inch to close to an inch of rain there near Palm Coast. So that would be absolutely awesome. On live stream. Yep, on live stream and on live TV here in a second. Linda Maloney. Linda, make sure you don't have any of that outdoor furniture, pool furniture there. Make sure you kind of tow things down, so to speak, as we like to say. Heather Hinn, Brenda Burke, good to have you. Maria Sophie, Lexi, good to have you from Daytona Beach. Going to get some rain. Joanne, right around 8:15. I find out like literally with a minute or two beforehand. So windy in St. Cloud. Mike Long, yep. Your red area is right. Oh, J Kip is in the red. She's in the red zone. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Red zone. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate that. All right, so there's Williston, there's Citra. That is all just building on southward. There's a look at Citra there. If we do the velocity product, kind of get some wind numbers here for you. 35, 35, 35. So pretty consistent with that wind total there, with that line. That 35 miles an hour, and then you get the regular storm speed. So you could be pushing 50, 55 miles an hour. Remember, severe storms, 58 plus. Altamont Springs, we'll get a little bit of rain here later on. But the good stuff, the heavier stuff, Marineland, Palm Coast, folks, it's moving in up on you guys right now. There's a look now at the metro areas. Quiet here. We notice boom, 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 boom. Look at these showers quickly developing and trying to pulse on up, in fact, here, if anything, as they move from west to east. So definitely a push there of moisture down to the south. Roberto, how far away am I?
Around 10 minutes.
How many?
Like 9.
9 minutes now? So
Yeah.
8:20. Okay, so they bumped it back to 8:20. We're sure on that time, right?
Yeah, that's what the time on that.
Let me see here. I had 8:14 for Trevor. So he was off by 5 minutes. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it's 8:20.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. We'll do it. That's a hard 30. Don't forget.
All right.
All right, bud. All right. So showers popping up here through Lake County. Look at that. Eustis getting some rain. There it is. Somebody was just talking about Eustis. Tavares, Mount Dora, all getting in on the rain. There's Yalaha. Excellent stuff right there. Bay Lake over towards Disney, going to get a little bit of rain here. Quiet East Orlando for now. That'll change. There's Polk City. Let's take a look now at Celebration. A few showers just to your west. Hopefully you'll get a little bit right there as we get deeper into the evening. David Ritter, Tony, how's North Lake County looking tonight? Getting a little bit of rain right now. Paisley and North Lake there. Eustis, not sure exactly where you are, Dave. Bonnie Bennett, what time for Deltona? Deltona. Well, I'll tell you what, Deltona, there's a couple showers popping up already there, just to the west of you. So it won't be that much longer. Half hour, maybe 40 minutes max to Leon Springs. Same with you. It's knocking on your door to Leon Springs, in fact. There you go. Barberville, right along 40 and 17. We've got some wet weather. There's Pearson over towards Hunters Ridge Boulevard. Got a couple showers going along there. St. Cloud. We do have a few showers over towards Polk City. So if that can hold together, St. Cloud, you might get Might get a little bit of rain, but the main energy, oh, it does look like it might be building back towards the south and the west. I would absolutely love for this to become a longer line. That would allow more folks to the south here along the metro areas to get maybe some better rainfall totals. You got it, Franny. Let's see there. Maria, you got it. Is it? It's popping up. It's just basically, it is popping up. You can see all this stuff right here. This is the main line, and I'm hoping that this is going to connect with that and then swing across. If that's indeed the case, then more of us will get a better rainfall amounts. That's kind of how I'm looking at this right there. Maria, you're absolutely right. Fruitcake Park. Samuel, why you got to be like that? What time is it? Through Polk County, probably right around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, Ken. Finally, Danny, yeah, a little bit of much needed rain there for you. So let's go ahead. So they're telling me now 8:20 is my next cut. Hey, Roberto, it's going to be WSI2, by the way. WSI, yeah, because I'm doing my Facebook Live, and I just want to make sure that I can use this rundown when I'm doing my Facebook Live instead of having to shut it down and restart it. Thanks, Roberto. Ooh, man, that is a big old line. Look at the size of this thing. Wowza. That's looking great for rain anyway. All right, so let's do this. 50, going to 50. That might be conservative. Salt Springs, Crescent City, Anthony 833, Bonelli 844, Ocala coming in at 858. Jeff, you're welcome. Maria, you're welcome. Rain is moving at about 50 to 55 miles an hour. Waiting in Deltona. Well, let me know when it starts there. Let's see. Here's a. Oh, there's a look at that. And there's a look. Let me kind of. It's moving so fast. I'm literally. Marineland's getting it. We got anybody in here from Marineland right now? Just out of curiosity. All right, there we go. It's 50. I'm doing 50 miles an hour. Wow. Holy mackerel. All right, so there we go. That is. Folks, that is hauling. There we go. That is moving. Nadia, good to have you. Yeah, Nadia, welcome. Bruce English, yep, good to have you there. So we're going to get some thunder. Going to get some rain. We haven't had either in quite a while. Ooh, this is looking better. Couple little areas of rain now, just kind of expanding here. I love seeing that. That's awesome. And then there's Marineland. Shell Bluff, Bimini, Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, and then to the south and west of Kissimmee, showers popping up. Amanda, good to have you. Is there? No, there is no tornado threat here, folks. It's wind. Alwyn, you're going to get your rain. Want the monsoon in Bellevue. Joanne, Ben Lido. Fast. They are very, very fast-moving storms. Absolutely. Roberto, will you give me the 1-minute call so I can jump over there when
Yes,
we're good to go? So I got my floor director here with me right now, and he's helping me out, directing me through my windows of TV time and then Facebook time. So again, I'm hoping that can kind of come together there. There's the main line right there. A little closer inspection, showing you right through Anthony. Wow. Yeah, that's moving quick. There's Lynn, Pearson, Tomoka Estates right through about 9:15. And then there's Palm Coast Marineland. Now we got another little batch of showers. Oops, didn't want to do that. Let's do this. Another quick little batch of showers here. This is well moving due east. At about that rate right there. So there you go. Let's see. Alderica, good to have you. What about Denellen? Denellen's close to getting it right now. In fact, there it is. It's interesting looking at the Jacksonville radar and the Tampa Bay radar that. Let me do this. Let's see here. Does this come together? That's what we want to know. Right there. Linda, the winds are blowing in Ocala. Yep. Danny Valaquez. It is, Danny. We can get some pretty good storms this time of year. Amber, it is. It's the hardest thing for me, as I tell people, is just it's when it moves this fast. It's you just got to really, really stay on top of it. So that's That's going to be the biggie. And look at these winds. Again, no severe thunderstorm warnings. At the top of the 8 o'clock hour, that's what we had right there. All right, he's calling me now, so I'm gonna jump over there. And as this is moving, it's moving because I'm moving these graphics as I am live on TV. So this is gonna look a little funny here for just a couple of minutes, but don't worry about that. I'm gonna come back. We'll get back into a normal mode in just a second. We're about a minute out from my West Live cut in.
Yes, sir.
You had to talk to me. Again, WSI2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm using WSI2 just as a reminder here, because I'm on Facebook Live. Remember, lightning strikes now is close to 200, so it's definitely, it's getting stronger, not weakening. Mike, there was a, is there an 840 cut in as well, or was it 940? Yeah. 9? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a long time. All right, well, we'll let them, I'll give Eric another call here.
45.
45 seconds. Maybe. All right, Facebook people, 30 seconds out. Live TV, we'll be right back at you guys.
Flag. Four, three, two.
I just want to give everybody a quick update on the storms now pushing into northern Marion County. These are moving very, very quickly. There's a lot of wind with these storms. And if this line can come together along the Gulf, it would give more of us an opportunity for some decent rain farther to the south. Anthony, Ocala, you're looking at the potential now for 40 to 50-mile-an-hour winds. Big line of showers and thunderstorms extending right here down from Marineland to Shell Bluff, headed over towards Palm Coast. No warnings, but we'll keep you posted throughout the evening hours. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. All right. I am back, people. I am back. I was live on TV. Now we're back live on Facebook Live. All right. So that's what a cut-in looks like right there. So we'll get this up and going here for you. Back to normal. There we go. All right. So there it is. Check something out here real quick. Stats. Significant weather advisory. Looking good right there. Burn. There we go. All right, there we go. So that's our line of showers and thunderstorms. Again, looking pretty good on the radar there. That's the Jacksonville radar. This is the Tampa Bay radar. Looking at this thing from all different perspectives. Now, doing that because I want to see what this is going to do. I want to see if this has the chance to kind of come together. If it does, then more people to the south will get in on a more dynamic rain like we're seeing up north there. And I tell you what, northern Marion County and Flagler County are going to do very, very well with this particular rainfall event there. And you can see, oof. I want to do something here real quick. That's Jacksonville reflectivity. Jacksonville, that's a lot of wind right in there. Let's see where we're punching here. Boom. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's see here. Let's clear this. What do we got there? We got 35, 25, 35 plus the storm motion. There's 46 offshore. Okay, all right. So we're still in that 30 to 40 mile an hour range there. There we go. All right. Now, Robin Weeson, yes, we need to import orange. Dang wind. Yep, it's coming in. Hey, Bushnell, Norman's Martin's in, team man checking in from Edgewater. Julie, good to have you there. So the whole gang is in here tonight. Look at that. So there's Marineland. You can see, boom. There again. So nobody from Marine. Did we see anybody from Marineland in here, guys? We need it in Port Orange. Yep, you're gonna get it over there in Port Orange. And there you go. That's a pretty good little bumper wind coming through Marineland, and that is chugging right at Palm Coast right now. So that's what's moving in up that way. And the lighter showers here, but fast-moving showers now, developing in and around Disney, over towards Lake Apopka on the south side there. Take a look at the Tampa Bay radar. Give you a little different perspective. You can see spotty showers popping up here. And these are headed right towards downtown Orlando. This is beautiful news. We do need the rain. Let's see if Melbourne is back up yet. They were doing some, oh, they are back up. Look at that. All right. Here's a look at the Melbourne radar. Let's see what they got there. You can see they've got a couple of showers blowing on up. There's Claremont. There's Ferndale. A couple of showers there for you. Eustis, Sorrento. All bending up towards the land. DeLeon Springs. Ooh, in and around DeLeon Springs. Look at that. There's Flagler. There's that little push of wind right there as we get towards Palm Coast, Shell Bluff, and then Citra, Anthony, Williston. There's that line. It's kind of building off towards the south and the west. Different vantage point right there. That is the Tampa Bay radar. That's the Orlando radar. That's the Jacksonville radar. So the biggest storms clearly being picked up by the Jacksonville radar. There's the Melbourne, still kind of far away there. Tampa's a little bit closer. So as this digs farther to the south, the Tampa radar will be a little bit better to use, as will the Melbourne radar. But you can see there's our EEC radar, which is kind of in the middle of everybody. It's picking up on a lot there. Ormond is going to get rain. Absolutely. David Eisenberg, Winter Springs will get some lighter showers there. Windy in Tampa says Greasy. Greasy, you guys are going to be a whole lot cooler come tomorrow, by the way. Let's get pollen's going to be taken care of at least for a little bit. C11 says Tina, Lynette, Sailor, Wilhelm, good to have you. There you go. Robin Weeson. Robin, you were so kind. Thank you. Janelle Johnson. And New Smyrna Beach. Oh, yeah. New Smyrna is definitely going to get some rain. In fact, you take a look now off to the west. You can see a new crop of showers is just kind of blowing up there to the west of you. It's still too early to say whether or not this main line is going to build on in and head your way. It's kind of trying to. So if that's the case, you do okay. So we're hoping that this bigger line can continue to build and fill in. The more it fills in back here, the more people it can reach farther to the south. So that's the key. So you take a look at this cutoff, and this is going something like that, right? Take a look at the Tampa Bay radar. It's all doing the same thing. There's the Melbourne radar right there. And look at that. Look how that's kind of going like this. Boom. That is a lot of wind. There's a lot of wind in these storms here tonight, folks. There's absolutely no doubt about that. So that's my big concern. That's kind of why I've been jumping on. I know we've been social distancing. We've got maybe you've got a pool or some stuff out by the pool that's lightweight. With this type of system coming in, it very easily could pick up one of those light plastic chairs and do some damage to your lanai screen. So that's what I'm worried about. Cooler says Jeff. Yep. Any rain for Lakeland later? Lakeland just missed the shower on the north side there, up towards Gibsonia. But remember, don't give up hope yet. Let's take a look at the Tampa radar. You can still see there are more showers developing over the eastern Gulf. So we're going to watch that and the trends on this energy coming through here. Look at that. Ooh, Citra, Williston, Ocala, Salt Springs, getting in on the action right there. Again, that's the Tampa Bay radar. So it's a good ways away from the Tampa Bay radar. Now I want to show you something. There's the Tampa Bay radar right in there. So on the northernmost side of it, look at the reds. Not as red as, let's per se, you were looking at it from the Jacksonville radar, which is right here. So it's much closer to it. It does a better job of picking up on the storms. Look at how tight that is right there. I got a lot of little white dots. Well, those are thunderstorms in there. And as I look at my thunderstorm counter, it looks like we may have peaked at 196 in the last hour, starting to come down a little bit now. So may have reached the peak intensity of this line. But needless to say, still holding together and still looking pretty good. And that's what we're going to continue to watch. Boom, man, I tell you what, that is moving, folks. That line is moving. Let's do this. So there's a. There you go. All right, so there's that. 11 in S. K-Rod, I don't know if that's going to be the end, but it's certainly, we're hoping that's going to start. Linda, that would be nice, wouldn't it? So there you go. There's a look at that. And let's go ahead and clean this back up and kind of do a little bit of a line thing here. Boom. There you go. So that whole line is definitely looking like it's going to come across up in our northern counties. So that's the good news. Boy, that's a nasty looking thunderstorm southeast of Beverly Beach and Flagler Beach, offshore, thankfully. Let's take a look now. Here's a look at live radar, and you can see that we definitely have some solid soaking rains. In fact, the rain rate here, that's impressive. You start getting into those pink zones there, and you're 3-4 inches per hour. So that's good. We haven't had a rainfall rate like that in a long time. Robert, correct. Norma, it has been a long time, Norma. You're absolutely right about that. So again, a couple showers popping up hither and yon. Nothing major. Let's see right there. Go back to the radar here. There's Citra, Salt Springs, Shell Bluff, Palm Coast. Again, no warnings. That's the good news. But thunder, lightning, and a wind. That's the big thing. I know a lot of you get that wind sometimes. You're like, why isn't there a severe thunderstorm warning? Because of all the wind. And so I just wanted to give you a heads up on that wind. Just got lightning alert for Palm Coast. It's coming. Yep, lightning is definitely moving on in there right now. Victoria Reese from South Daytona. Thank you, Vicky. Jane O'Brien, hey, Tony, wind is, yes, it is. And as that line comes on through, and folks in Palm Coast and Marineland can attest to that, it's fierce. I mean, it's coming in. It's coming in with a bang. Really, Warren Foote, I do appreciate your kind words there, sir. I'm just scooch on over here just a little bit. So there we go. That's a look at metro areas. In fact, if I switch it on over here, this is there's the rain. It's a pretty good little downpour right there near Disney and Windermere. Shooting back towards Oak Ridge and soon to be downtown Orlando. Louis Allman, good to have you. Elvira, Deltona should get a little bit of rain. Yes, Connie Santos. Dry in the morning there, Connie, and cooler. We've had strong winds all that. Yes, you have, Terry. And when the line comes through, especially up north here, those winds are going to be even stronger. So that's kind of why we wanted to give everybody just a quick little heads up. You can see that line of storms. And it almost looks like now, folks, that this, remember I talked about this, will this line catch up to that and continue this line? That's what we're going to be watching here. That's my EEC radar, and you can see what it's doing. It's taking that moisture there. It stops right about here, so it doesn't go as far west as the Tampa Bay radar, but you can see that filling in. Back towards Cedar Key, you see some rain coming in now over the metro areas right there. Boom, boom. Haven't seen this in a while, so that's good. Again, let's see, how many lightning strikes do I have? 181 lightning strikes. Wow, it's pouring in Palm Coast. Connie, good to hear you getting that rain. There you go. So Palm Coast, friends up there in Palm Coast are getting hammered. Yes, they are. Look at that. Wowza. Oof, that's some wind right there. Their little bow. Let me see if I can do something here. Well, I'll see. Oops. Nope, didn't want that bow. Oh, that's interesting. Almost looks like a little bit of weak rotation right in here. So something to watch. Let me do some of that stuff. Yeah, it sure does. But thankfully it's going to be offshore here pretty quick. It's very, very weak, and it's upstairs for sure. As we take a look at our EEC, this is our EEC radar, folks. And you can see what it's doing right there. It looks like there's a weak little rotation upstairs. There's that. Interesting. Not seeing it. I'm only seeing it in the middle. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe like right in there. Very weak though. Very, very weak. So it's that little ball of energy that's coming across right in there. In fact, let me zoom it in. Man, that is some wind. Unbelievable right there. Now A1A. Just watching. God bless you, family. Tony Cox, what's going on? We've got some thunderstorms coming in. T Cox. Connie Santos loving the rain. Just kidding. Holly Hill is going to get some rain. Yes. So there's a look at that. So that shows the structure. Holly Hill. Right there. It looks like you just had a brief little sprinkle. There's a few more showers coming at you from the southwest near LPGA Boulevard. And then a little bit later on, you've got this whole schmegma that's going to kind of drop on in. So again, we're not seeing anything severe. It's more of a wind concern than anything else tonight, folks. So, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like when you look, and this is far away from Melbourne radar. There may be a little bit of, that's pulling offshore already. It's upstairs there. May have been just a little hint of a weak little upper level circulation. Brief little hint there. Right there. Let's see if I can back this up. Like right in there, maybe. Very, very weak. Not something you'd pull a tornado warning on for sure. But that's some pretty good wind. There's no doubt about that. And there's some good wind all through the west here as well. Look at that. It's Melbourne. Let's see here. EEC. Yeah. Our velocity product tonight. Not so good far out. Nilden, no sound. What? Did we lose sound? Checkerini 543. No, I've got sound. Nilden, you may have to adjust your audio a little bit higher there, girl. So there we go. Again, no watches, no warnings. Again, more of a wind concern than anything else. Look at that. Speaking of wind, oof, blowing right off Palm Coast right now for sure. Orange City is going to get some rain. Yep. That main line though is going to be hopefully much better for you guys here. You can see this is kind of building like that. So there we go. Oh, let me grab this phone here real quick. Hold on tight. Yeah.
Hey, we're in Cam 12, Palm Coast rain.
Okay. What is it? It's which one again?
Camera 12, DOT camera.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah.
I-95 at Palm Coast Parkway.
All right. Let's check that out for my friends. Thank you, my good friend. Thank you.
All righty.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Good looking good. So that's the rain in Palm Coast. Dave doing me a solid there, getting me the the cams from up in Palm Coast. Good stuff right there. There we go. Alwyn, it's very windy. Says, no, I wish I had to full screen for sound weird there. There you go, Jace. So there you go. You're gonna see the picture of the heavy rain up in Palm Coast. Boy, it is coming down. That's a sight for sore eyes. We definitely could use some of that. So some good stuff right there. All right, let me go ahead to the radar one more time, then I'll wrap it up and get ready here for the evening. Again, no warnings, but some thunder, some lightning. Again, as last mentioned, 167 lightning strikes out there. Yes, near my house. There you go, Con. So good, solid rain up north. Let's take a look if I got any rainfall totals here just yet. It's going to load and give me 1 second. Yeah, most of it's been up here. So you start getting into some of these areas. Again, quick little half-inch to an inch rain. That's not bad. It's been so long since we've had that. Jane O'Brien's moving to the East Coast, she says. Very late. Jamie Lopez, there's no such thing as late. This is Facebook Live. You come in as you wish. Do you do as you please? And there you go. So that's what we're looking at right there. So the main energy for me is probably going to be up in here. Ooh, that's a nasty looking storm right there. Jeez. Let me see something here. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is what is likely a developing water spout right in there. Interesting. Yeah. And there's that little piece we were talking about right in there. Oof, oh yeah. Looks like it tried to develop weak upstairs over Palm Coast and now is offshore, thankfully. Jeez. That was close. Alright, so let's look at that. Boom. There you go. So the stuff is moving. It's moving quick, so that's the good news. Palm Bay, maybe a little bit later. Let's see here. Getting all sorts of messages tonight from everybody, and not necessarily weather related. All right, there we go. There it is. All right, so that's that. So showers and storms next couple of hours for sure. Again, the big story tomorrow is going to be the much more comfortable weather. Let me go ahead and fill you in on that for those of you that got to the party a little bit late. You can see right there. Mid-50s north and west, low 60s south and east. Check out these highs for tomorrow. We are talking low 70s up north, mid-70s Orlando on south and east. 7-day forecast before I wrap it up here. Let me show you what it looks like. Yes, early morning commute is going to be fine, Heather. Very nasty here in Palm Coast, says Connie. Palm Bay might get a little bit of rain later on, but nothing like what they're going to get up in our northern counties, unfortunately. There you go, Jane. You be careful. 77, 80, 82, 84. Look at the lows. Middle, upper 50s. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. All right, gang. Let me rock and roll. Make some updates here. You guys are a good group. Thanks for popping in. If anything does look a little bit more threatening, of course, I'll jump back on and give you guys a quick update. Kimberly Pazzi, Elvira Puzo. You guys stay safe. Thanks for popping in. Again, sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you sharing these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can reach and the more people we can put in the weather know. Again, getting on tonight. Not worried about severe weather, but worried about some strong gusty winds. And there's going to be some thunder and some lightning. But again, no warnings here over the last hour. And plenty of warnings up in northern Florida, but none here in town. I'll give you guys an update tonight at 10 and 11. See you then.